Welcome to Breaking Dawn. So good morning and welcome to Breaking Dawn this morning. My name is Stephan Reis. Of course, I'll be with you until 8 o'clock. It is Wednesday morning. We are smack dab in the middle of the week. We have acting ASP Pitt joining us inside the second hour for Behind the Badge. We're going to find out about the technology in the TTPS. They have a lot of technology that they want to inform the public about that, you know, they're using right now in the fight against crime. I have some very interesting questions to ask as it relates to that. But that will be at 7 o'clock. Before we get there, there was a situation at Coconut Drive with a shooting yesterday. We will review that before we get to Behind the Badge. And before that, we'll take a look at the PNM internal election and this victory by the Prime Minister, all right, by Dr. Keith Rowley, and the amount of votes, because there was an article in the paper yesterday that I will read, and, you know, you could give your little opinions on that. But Newsday this morning, front page of the Newsday, judge summons the DPP on 2011 murder trial of 6 police officers, asking him to explain the delay. All right, that's on the front page of the paper. And police killed 2 men in Mova. So that Coconut Drive killing is on the front page of the paper this morning, so we'll get to that, like I said, in just a little bit. Good morning to our regional viewers, everybody watching us internationally. You know, just hope everybody have had a good night's rest, and we're ready to go, okay? So let me give you some headlines in the paper this morning before we get to the action after we take the break, and of course I could inform you about some other stuff that's going on as well. So let's get into the Newsday. Good morning to our social media audience as well. Facebook, YouTube, of course, Tego, everybody watching at home. Good morning. Regional and international. So on page 3 of the Newsday this morning, judge summons DPP on 2011 murder trial of 6 police officers. A High Court judge has summoned the Director of Public Prosecutions to court to clarify the status of criminal proceedings against 6 police officers charged with the 2011 murder of 3 Maruga friends, and when the trial is likely to begin. Imagine that. I remember talking about that years ago. I wasn't on Synergy yet. I was on the radio. Yeah, I was on the radio by Robert Amar, by 104.7, when this situation took place with the 3 people in Maruga. And imagine we're in 2022, we're 11 years down the road, and they're still waiting on this to start. This trial didn't start yet. Security guard dies days after being shot in Kanupia. 2 shot in Tunapuna attack. That's on page 3 as you open the paper. It's killing after killing. And just while we're talking about matters that have not begun involving police, just a little question to the acting commissioner. That incident with the police that ended up in the car chase with the people in the vehicle who the police shot behind and killed by Republic Bank in Port of Spain. I remember that situation, and the bank had the cameras and everything and the footage of what took place, and you all were investigating that. That happened a while now, you know, so you can't tell me that you have video footage, you get the bank video camera footage, you have CCTV camera footage, is a car chase with the police, and men were shot and killed, teenagers were involved, and all investigating that, and I didn't hear anything about that since. I can't remember any report coming, all that they were investigating. But we haven't heard anything as it relates to that. And how many months ago that was? So just a little question, you know, something to the acting commissioner, because, you know, just give us a little update on that. If you can get a little update now. Yeah, please and thanks, yeah. Differing accounts from Mova police involved killings. Police and Mova residents have put forward conflicting accounts of what led to the police involved killing of 2 men on Tuesday morning. We have that footage. We will get to that in this first hour. So I don't want to go too deep into that. Shoguana's murder victim's uncle killed in hit-and-run accident. Customs nabbed $3 million in illicit cigarettes, liquor, and drugs. The Customs and Excise Division's Marine Interdiction Unit has reported the seizure of illegal cigarettes and a large quantity of various types of premium alcohol, which it estimated has a combined street value of $3 million. All right? State hires King's Counsel to defend Vincent Nelson's claim. The state has retained a leading King's Counsel. How much that going to cost taxpayers now? Is a King's Counsel the state hired it? In the practice of proceeds of crime, civil recovery, and money laundering to defend the $96 million claim for an alleged breach of an indemnity agreement with the government, which the government filed, with the government filed by Jamaican-born tax attorney Vincent Nelson Casey. All right, the matter was called on Tuesday morning before Justice Jacqueline Wilson, and Newsday understands attorneys for the state asked for an adjournment so that the British attorney Kennedy Talbot can take over control of the case, and the matter was adjourned to a date to be fixed. How much is that going to cost taxpayers now? Because that's more money that's going to cost you, the taxpayer, because that King's Counsel here, they don't come cheap. So let's still paying for Al-Rawi incompetence with that indemnity deal. But we happy and we partying, man. Jump up, wave rag. LMCS manager says no clear plan to rescue the divers. Now, I really have to go back and take in it's well over an hour that they interviewed him. I really had to go back and listen to it. I had time to probably listen to about 40 minutes of his testimony before the commission. The questions that were asked by the lawyer representing Paria to him were quite interesting, and really gives you an idea of what is taking place. What is taking place basically is well, it's not me, it's all you. So Paria trying to wipe their hands clean and put it squarely at the feet of LMCS, right? And this is basically what I am reading into the whole scene, as many of you will as well. But LMCS Health Safety Environment Manager Ahmad Ali said the company did not have a specific plan to rescue 5 of its divers who were sucked into a 30-inch pipeline at Berth 6 belonging to Paria Fuel Trading Company Limited at Pointe-a-Pierre on February 25th. He made this comment on Tuesday during his testimony before the Commission of Inquiry into the incident at Tower D of Port of Spain International Waterfront Center. Kazim Ali Jr., Faisal Kurban, Yusuf Henry, Rishi Nagasa, and Christopher Boudram were doing routine maintenance on the pipeline when they were sucked into it on February 25th. Now, responding to a question from Counsel for Paria, Gilbert Peterson, SC, Ali said daily operations on the site were being handled by LMCS, all in the domain of LMCS, not Paria, Peterson asked. And Ali replied, yes. Now, Peterson referred to an email written by LMCS Managing Director Kazim Ali Sr. about the retrieval of scuba gear from the pipeline. He asked, quote, that wasn't the plan on Friday, February 25th. The plan was to retrieve divers, not scuba gear. Ali said, quote, from my understanding of this was like phase 1. And the article goes on here, but I'll see If I could get that, I'll see if I could get that question and answer here that in the paper. Commission of Inquiry Chairman says better oversight needed. Jerome Lynch Casey, chairman of the Commission of Inquiry into the Paria diving tragedy on Tuesday, said contractor LMCS undertaking works on a site should have been subject to closer external monitoring by Paria Fuel Trading Company Limited or its agent, Kenson. So the inquiry goes on, but I'm telling all you, I mean, I have listened to Gilbert Peterson, senior counsel who represented Paria. Almost every question that he trying to ask to anybody that given testimony is almost as if he tying up himself. Like everything he feel he have, he don't have. Because when he gets a response from those who given the evidence, whether it's LMCS or it's Christopher Boudram or whomever it is, he just had a backpedal and spin again and come again and turn and twist. To me, he just singing and looking like he fighting a losing battle. That's what it looked like to me. So, Customs warns online scammers posing as officers. So look out for that, people. UNC queries Imbert's budget surplus. Remember I told earlier they reported as surplus? Well, the opposition is saying the UNC is criticizing the announcement by the government of a $1.08 billion surplus for 2022. The party said it could not really be called a surplus if the government had saved by owing money. That's right. You can't borrow. You borrowing all the time. All the time you borrowing and begging everybody. Or you have a surplus. What is your debts? You must calculate your debts in everything that you're doing, in your finances. So what are your debts? You can't be owing $3 billion, not account for the money that you're owing, and say, hey, look, we have a surplus of $1 billion. That's insane. Your debts must be calculated. That's what said yesterday. And I don't want to be an expert to know that. All that's basic calculations or basic budgeting that you do for your home. So if you and your wife working and only have a combined salary of, let's say, $10,000, good, and 1 month you make a little extra money, right? Let me say you make a little extra $2,000. You can't call it a surplus if you're $7,000 in debts. You understand what I'm saying? So if you have debts, the extra money that you're making, you really can't call it a surplus because you're not going to see that money. That money going back into servicing your debts. It's just simple. It's simple budgeting. You know what I mean? You don't need an economist to tell all of that, people. Central Bank exits emergency control as Clico pays off $17.3 billion in debt. You see? Yeah. Augustine says the ex-gratia payment will soon bring smiles. You know, all these little payments they expect is going to make the population happy. Anyway, that's the Newsday for this morning. And don't forget you get your Newsday Tobago as well. There's a Newsday Tobago as well. So pick that up at a newsstand near you. Now, we got to go to the break, and I got to get into this, to the conversation, take your calls, so on and so forth. But before we do that, of course, I got to remind you guys about Chiodophilus. That's right. Now, Chiodophilus, enzyme and probiotics. When we're talking IBS, burning stomach, acid reflux, bloating, and ulcers, we're talking Chiodophilus, enzyme and probiotics. Because more than 70% of your immune system is located in your gut. So you can improve your overall health by addressing it at the source with Chiodophilus, enzyme and probiotics. A healthy gut, of course, will lead to, towards, better living. It's a major step toward better living. And you can find it at leading pharmacies and health stores near you. And for more information, or even to get yourself Chiodophilus, enzyme and probiotics, all you have to do is call or WhatsApp 728-0338. That is 0338. And do not forget that Chef Shiraz, that's right, Chef Shiraz has his food costing classes on. It's a 2-day food costing class. If you're a chef, business owner, caterer, or you're now starting your own food business, this is definitely for you. You're going to learn menu writing, cost and quality control, portion control, wastage control, creating shopping lists, purchasing, profit and loss, food yielding, testing, and more. Now the cost is $1,800. And when will these classes run? Mondays, the 9th and the 16th of January. So Monday, the 9th and the 16th of January from 1 to 4 p.m. And then you have the Wednesdays, which is the 11th and the 18th of January from 1 to 4 p.m. It will take place at Ramsing Plaza in Chaguanas. So you can contact Chef Shiraz on 372-4639. That is 372-4639 or 737-5097. That is 737-5097. And don't forget, inclusive of this class that you will take with Chef, it's not just like you come in and you take the class. If you have an interest in being a chef, he will assist you with job placement. So it goes a little further than just the class. All right? Now, with that, we're going to take a break. When we come back from the break, guess what? We're going to get into a little P&M internal election business and some of the numbers, and an article that came out in the paper yesterday, which is a very interesting article, but we'll get your thoughts on it when we return. Stay tuned.
Unique Group of Companies specializes in complete outfitting for residential and commercial buildings locally and regionally. For 34 years, we have been the premium manufacturers and exporters of high-quality bifold sliding and pocket door systems, fire-rated doors, windows, and architectural moldings. We also supply and install operable louver shutters, hardwood floors, staircases, and toughened laminated glass. Unique Woodworking Limited and Unique Lumber and Construction Guyana Incorporated also supply kiln-dried greenheart, mahogany, cedar, and teak. Our logs are cut and shipped by Unique Lumber Guyana and dried in our computerized kiln at our factory's facilities in Trinidad. Visit our showrooms to see the quality, which makes us unique.
Next Bakes, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week at South Haven. Next Bakes, we have the bakes for you. So come try our menu.
Yeah, we got chicken and chips, ice cap, refreshers, waffles on a stick. We got shark and salmon, shrimp, lobster, and the kingfish. Just come take a taste of the sweet life. Come send your taste buds to paradise. Hey, it only takes one bite, yeah.
Next Bakes, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week at South Haven, baby. Next Bakes, we have the bakes for you. So come try
This is Ravi Bree alongside Chalana,
representing for Next Bakes.
Okay.
Your Christmas is safe with us at BCU. Police Credit Union. Police Credit Union. Your Christmas is safe with us at BCU. Police Credit Union. Police Credit Union.
Get an easy zero-interest Christmas loan at Police Credit Union today. Borrow up to $25,000 with affordable monthly payments. New members, you get up to $10,000. No interest, no installments until January. Apply online at www.policecreditunion.com. Loan subject to credit approval.
Tactical Enterprises Limited, located at Ramguli Trace, North Montplaisir Road, Canupia. They wholesale and retail cellular phone and cellular accessories, smart home automation products, portable Bluetooth speakers, office chairs, and ideal gifts for the young generation. Open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Find them on Facebook and Instagram at Tactical Enterprises or call 716-2900, 469-9900 or 325-0000. Tactical Enterprises Limited, Ramguli Trace, North Montplaisir Road, Canupia, where style meets technology.
With the brand new Passage One card, earning points is as easy as shopping at any Passage Food King supermarket, Bright Ideas and Crave. And let me show you how easy it is to redeem points. You can redeem your points when you shop for new curtains, household items, decor, flowers, and seasonal items at Bright Ideas. You can enjoy discounts at our loyalty partners. Miao Family Medicine Pharmacy with 10% off every $100 spent. Ocumed Health, Safety and Wellness for discounts up to 10% on your doctor's visit. 11th Avenue Doctor's Office for 10% off your first visit. Dr. Rampol's Family Practice for 10% off your visit. Plus, Guardian Life of the Caribbean for 5% off for new customers.
Hola everyone, this is Alicia Jagasa inviting you to the biggest ever Soca Parang Fiesta for Christmas season 2022. It's a tribute to Kenny G. It's happening on Saturday the 10th of December at Sapa, showtime 6 p.m. and Sunday the 11th of December at Napa, showtime 4:30 p.m. I am going to be there with the big band Los Alumnos de San Juan, and I want you to bring your family and friends to hear us and many more wonderful artists. See you there.
The countdown has started for the most joyful, entertaining Christmas event ever.
Get your tickets now to be a part of Soca Parang Fiesta in tribute to Kenny J.
I won't make blush.
Enjoy top stars like Myron B,
With a broken man like me.
Alicia Jagasa, Rokro, Marcia Miranda, Boza, Marilyn Williams, Rome, Eddie Charles, Ninja, Bindley B, The Xavier String, The Alumnos de San Juan, and your host for both nights, Dr. Ross.
If you need a roller stick, for free.
All happening at Soca Parang Fiesta.
This Saturday,
10th December, Sapa San Fernando, 6 p.m.
This Sunday,
Sunday 11th, Napa Port of Spain, 4:30 p.m. General admission tickets cost $300, but if bought by
this Wednesday, December 7th, costs $25 less.
Special reserve available on request.
For more info, call 331-4285.
For something as uniquely crafted as your eyes, you should have lenses made with the most care and precision. At Adams Optical, our mission is to deliver optimal eye care. Our 3 branches are conveniently located in Rio Claro, San Fernando, and Chagones. Come in today for a free comprehensive eye exam. We have full single vision or bifocal glasses from just $5.95. Adams Optical, we care for your eyes.
Adams Optical. As the rains come down, it brings mosquitoes and other unwanted insects. But don't let this kill your joy. Repel X Insect Repellent Cream. Repel X is odorless, goes on smoothly, and does not leave oily residue on your skin. Repel X contains the active ingredient DEET, which is effective in repelling mosquitoes and other biting insects. And it's manufactured locally by VNS Pharmaceuticals Limited. Finally, an insect repellent that's both effective and affordably priced. Pick up your Repel X Insect Repellent today at pharmacies across the country.
Are you depressed and bogged down by problems? Then meet Pandit Narasimha. He is an expert in palm, face, photo, date of birth reading, and solves problems in marriage, relationships, love, business, jobs, health, and removes all evil spirits, black magic, and bad luck permanently. Then call Pandit Narasimha 304-3506. That's 304-3506.
Murphy Roofing System for everything you may need to keep a roof over your head. They specialize in new installations. They also do all roof repairs, roof cleaning, roof painting, and resheeting steel fabrication, framing, guttering and undersealing, renovations, construction, and more. Murphy Roofing System also supply all roofing and building material, and for all jobs on flat surfaces only, free transportation and scaffolding. So contact them today for a site visit and a free estimate. Just call 642-5714 or 356-ROOF or WhatsApp 298-ROOF. Find them on Facebook and Instagram at Murphy Roofing System or online at murphyroofing.com. Remember, Murphy Roofing System, where you always get quality work for your money.
We're back, and we came straight to Royal Castle to pick up some delicious food. We got a queen bucket, a king bucket, some royal wings, a family meal, a few combos, some extra sides, a rotisserie chicken, and a snack box. Oh, and that delicious honey mustard sauce, it's really lashing. Rudolph, do you think we should get some for Mrs. Claus and the elves too? Happy holidays from Royal Castle.
All right, people, so we're back on Breaking Dawn this morning. And as we return, I want to get into a little article here very quickly. Before we get to the Coconut Drive shooting yesterday, that upset some people in Coconut Drive. Now, I'm trying to establish what really went wrong with what really went on in that situation, because you have two different accounts of the situation as reported in paper here, which I will read the article because it's a very long article. But before we get to that, let me get to this article here, the PNM election. The headline yesterday in one of the articles, not yesterday but on December 5th, was Rowley wins PNM internal by landslide. Defeated Karen, worried about the party's national hopes. Right? Now I'm going to read this to you because in reading it, I really started to crunch the figures because I don't really pay attention to what's going on in people's internal election because I believe that in these internal elections, one way or the other rigged. Whether it's PNM or UNC, there is some, I just have the belief that it's never fair to anybody challenging the leader. But anyway, there is now grave concern for the People's National Movement's chances in national elections ahead, following a landslide victory by incumbent Dr. Keith Rowley on Sunday. This is the view of unsuccessful leadership candidate Karen Nunes Teixeira, particularly after a combination of negative aspects affecting Rowley's overwhelming results. The results of PNM's 3 days of voting from the previous weekend up to last Sunday were given by the party's Election Supervisory Committee yesterday. Rowley retained the party's leadership with 8,424 votes, an overwhelming margin over Nunes Teixeira's 345. Rowley also defeated other leadership candidates, Attorney Ronald Boynes, who received 243, and Junior Barak, who received 99. The Leaders in Service team, which Rowley had praised, also swept all of the 12 positions contested. 4 posts were unopposed. Now, the victory gave Rowley another 4-year term until 2026. Now, remember, when he won this last election, he said this was his last. But he gone up for internal election to give himself a 4-year term, which takes him to 2026. But we have elections during 2025. He was first elected leader in 2010 and held the post in internal elections in 2014 and 2018. On this occasion, however, he made it clear the PNM is in transition. In the PNM's 2014 internal election, when Rowley was unsuccessfully challenged by Penelope Beckles, he won with 18,121 votes. To Beckles' 1,315 in an 81,000 membership. In the 2018 internals, Rowley was unchallenged. His latest leadership victory came at a time when the PNM currently has 105,894 members, according to ESC figures released 2 weeks ago. Now, Rowley didn't reply to WhatsApp queries on his feelings after winning, the numbers won by and his work ahead. However, victorious new chairman, Stuart Young, who received a total of 8,398 votes, second in numbers to the Prime Minister's votes, sent big congratulations to all. Nunes Teixeira, in her campaign, had called out the current leadership, cited alleged issues with the voting, and undertook an unsuccessful legal bid. After yesterday's results, Nunes Teixeira, well, after the results of the election over the weekend, Nunes Teixeira said she wasn't really disappointed. She said, quote, I had an idea of how the situation might be, but what surprised me greatly was the low number of voter turnout on the actual convention day. 814. I think people expected between 2,500 to 4,000 voter turnout. This isn't good. It's either people voted before or didn't qualify to vote. Right? And Nunes Teixeira is, however, more concerned at what other numbers signify for the PNM and its success in national elections ahead. She said, quote, while the leader won, it doesn't look good for him. I looked at the voter turnout in the Prime Minister's Diego Martin West constituency over the previous weekend's 2 days of voting. 188, and that's concerning, since there must be thousands of registered voters there, and they were not heavily affected by flooding. It's not a good sign, she said. All right? Also, he appeared to have gotten substantially less votes in this election than he did when he was last challenged in 2014. Again, it doesn't bode well leading the party into the next election. So, accordingly, I have grave reservations for the PNM in national elections. She said she was looking at a way in which she can be of helping going forward. Well, you can't be a no help once you know the big fish on them and you don't want to call nobody name because some of them is your friend, according to the words that came out of your mouth. All right? She said, but it's too early to say. I'm a PNM member, so I'll eventually come to see how best I can make a future contribution to the party going forward. And it goes on to talk about everybody else who won, like Faris Al-Rawi, who's the new PRO, and Kazim Hussain, and Patricia Alexis, and Dr. Nan Gatsby Dali, and all the people that went on to win. Now, it's very interesting because I didn't know that the numbers grew. In 2010, from a membership of, in 2014, from a membership of 81,000 to 105,894 as the current numbers suggest, right? As it is currently. I didn't know that was the case. So you're talking about a little over 8,000 votes as opposed to 18,000. So basically, he has gotten 10,000 less votes between the last internal election and this one. And he's gotten 10,000 less votes. And this is the thing. He got 10,000 less votes with a larger membership. So you get 18,121 votes with a membership of 81,000. Your membership went from 81,000 to 105,894. Right? That is almost 106,000. So that is 19 and 6. That's almost a 25,000 increase in membership. And you get 8,000 votes, 8,424 votes in this internal with a larger membership. That matches it. Let me just take about 3 or 4 calls now. 235-5325. What are your thoughts on that? Because I want to get into this coconut drive thing. This I more want to deal with. But I'll just take about 2, maybe 3 or 4 calls if you all could give your thoughts very quickly on this. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Stephan.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Congratulations to the new PNM leader. But the numbers don't lie. When you win, but you're less popular, in other words.
Yeah,
you win, you beat everybody, and then you change up the election format. Everything.
Yeah, they change up everything at 3 days of voting.
3 days over 7 days. They had 3 days consecutively.
Right.
A 6 day or 7 day span. You get them a rest.
More days to vote.
So,
you had a longer period to get your vote.
Yeah, I think.
So you'd expect more
who
people
to vote for, boy.
to vote, yeah.
So he less popular, in other words.
But that's what looking. Well, it appears that way. So if he's less popular from within the internal, from an internal standpoint, then I mean you have to question his popularity on a national standpoint now.
According to his word, he's not going for election again, right? But why you want to be the political leader or the PNM or if you're not entering the race again?
Yeah. All right.
Enjoy it.
Well, we know. Anyhow, let me just say that. 2355325. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Stephan.
Yeah, Marco.
Stephan, you know what's more confusing to me? Is the people who vote for he. Them living in Trinidad. You understand?
Yeah.
So whether it's a win or a lose, or how much you win by or lose by, the fact of the matter, under this country constitution, you could have the least amount of vote and win a seat and still be the prime minister in the country representing a minority but being the prime minister of this country.
Yeah.
That's how it is operating.
Yeah.
But the people, them again, I wonder if them living in Trinidad and experiencing what is taking place in this country to give this man even a thought of being the leader again in this country. And after you survive COVID 50 times, you could go up for leadership for the next 100 years. Because it look like probably I got that. Have a good morning, Stephan. Take care, man.
Hey, 2355325. No, but it does not look good from, if you're from a PNM perspective, this should not be good news. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Tobago.
This man, right? You know, PNM never good with the maths. So I'm not taking any of the figures
They're not
seriously.
good with the maths? They're not good with the maths?
They're not good with maths. So I'm not taking any of the figures seriously.
All right.
Because one time the country booming, and next time they have a surplus, and we can't see it at all.
And we ain't seen the surplus, yeah.
So I don't know why university PNM people win.
Wow. All right. Thanks a lot, Tobago. 2355325. Take one more. We are 20 minutes away from the hour of 7 o'clock. And we got acting ESP joining us at 7 behind the badge. Hello, good morning. Hello. Next. We have time to waste. 2355325. Hello, good morning. I want to get to this. These differing accounts from police, from the Mova police involved killings at Coconut Drive. All right. Hello, good morning. Hello. Okay. All right. We don't have time to waste. But listen, it's very interesting, those numbers. Because, you know, it's interesting, people, this is what optics does to people, eh? There were some pictures that came out in the paper, but one set of people in the savannah and one set of people at the convention. And all of social media, all of my WhatsApp, all on Facebook and all over the place, you see people commenting, oh God, but if they call an election in the morning, PNM win, watch, thing, bap, everything that's going on in the country. And this is how easy you buy into optics. You see, optics is a hell of a thing, You know, people see something and they say, oh dear boy. But when you really dissect it and you break it down and you take a closer look at it, you see how troubling it is? So whereas some people saw the numbers of people going out to the convention and they say, wait boy, look at the support they have. Remember I told you all, when you have a membership of 100,000 and you're giving away free thing, because at the convention is as far as I know, is a free thing, like for the supporters that come and, everybody eat and drink and whoever the case might be, and you have a time, right? you're going to get people to come out. That goes without saying. But when you crunch the numbers here now, and you get 8,400 and something votes out of a larger membership than when you got 18,000 votes, that's troubling. That means your popularity down drastically, and that 8,400 and something people that probably voted for you is just the narcissistic sycophants that Selwyn Kojo wrote about that will just come out and support you regardless of whatever you do. So it's troubling. How does that spill over on a national level? How does that compare on a national level? It's yet to be seen. But all I know is you continue to not be a person that people could trust. Because you said on our platform in 2015 that was your last run. That is it. But you go on back up in our internal to ensure that you're there for the next general election. So you want to be prime minister again. So, and this is a problem in this country. We need to change that. 2 terms. That's it. Pack your bags and go. You understand? Anyway, I'm sure there's going to be more to talk about those things in the coming days and weeks and months. All right. Page 5 of the news this morning, and we'll get to this video and then we'll take a couple calls on that very quickly. But police and Mova residents have put forward conflicting accounts of what led to the police-involved killing of 2 men on Tuesday morning. Police said officers of the Northeastern Division visited Petunia Avenue off Coconut Drive, Mova at around 11:40 a.m. and began an anti-crime exercise searching a number of houses. On entering one house, the officers claimed Rivaldo White, age 20, aka Sleepy, pointed a gun at them. They shot White several times. Another man, Isaiah James, age 36, aka Akbar, jumped out of a nearby window and ran to a neighbor's house. Police chased James to the upstairs bedroom of the house where they claimed he shot at them. They returned fire, hitting him. Police took both men to the Port of Spain General Hospital where they were declared dead. Officers seized 2 guns said to be the weapons used by the men. Now, Newsday visited the scene on Tuesday afternoon and spoke with residents who dismissed the police version of events and claimed White was not only unarmed at the time of the shooting, but also asleep when police found him in the bedroom of the house. He said his fingers in his mouth, he had his fingers in his mouth because he sucks his finger when he sleeps. That's when the police came in and shot him. This kind of thing isn't right. Residents were unable to say much else about what White and relatives said. They were too distraught to speak with reporters. Drops and streaks of blood were still visible on the pavement and the road outside White's home. Newsday spoke with the owner of the home where James was killed, who said she was at work at the time but her children were home. She said, quote, all of them are really traumatized by what happened. They told me he ran through here and ended upstairs the house, but the police followed him upstairs and killed him. The woman said while she knew of James from the neighborhood, she did not know much about him. All right, just now, eh? Just now. All right, is White is the one that one of them say was sleeping in the room. James is the one who running the place. All right. I'm not going to say about the conflict in themselves. All right. The woman said while she knew of James from the neighborhood, she did not know much about him. She let Newsday see the exact spot in the upstairs bedroom where James was killed. Streaks of blood were still visible on a wall and the floor and the bedroom door, which the police broke down, and the door was still on the bed. One of James's relatives was only able to give the correct spelling of James's name, but unable to say much else as he was too upset. Northeastern Division Police claimed both White and James were known to them, and they suspected the 2 were affiliates of a Muslim gang in the area. Contacted for comment, Acting Police Commissioner Oh, gosh. I tell all you, keep him away from the microphone. All right, contacted for comment, Acting Police Commissioner McDonald Jacob said he did not know much about the incident at the time and preferred not to comment. Amen. He said, quote, "It would be unwise of me to do so as I don't know much about what happened. What I can say is we are asking people to put down the guns when they are confronted by the police. The police have a use of force policy, which they rely on when they feel their lives are in danger or the lives of others are in danger." Jacob said the killing of White and James brought the number of police-involved killings to 51 for the year thus far. All police-involved killings are investigated by a First Division officer, that is, at the rank of ASP, Assistant Superintendent of Police, or above. All right. Now I'm going to take it to the footage here from Coconut Drive in Mova, where some of the residents confronted the police after the shooting.
Bye. Child had to witness this by my young daughter, boy. My young daughter, boy. My young daughter, boy. My young daughter, boy. Let go of them, boy. Let go ahead, lead that gosh me now. Boy, I don't care.
Yeah, you don't care about the time.
I don't wash this stuff. Well, I have to deal with that, you know. To get some kind of reimburse for that, you know. You take your time, boy. Well, I fail, yeah, boy. I will fail, yeah, boy. I madness, boy. People house, boy. People living there in officers. I know you like how you're not trying to hear nobody, boy. Nobody else in China here, boy. I will fail here, boy. Because I'm running my house and killing man in my house. All they and all too, boy. All they from are wrong, but they're supposed to know better than that, boy, officer, boy. Always lime and drink from right or wrong here, boy. Always real, boy, that unjust there, boy. Always can I catch him on there, boy. So my family supposed to live in the house, you know, boy. Real wicked, boy, dog, boy. I feel it, boy. I'm mad. I real mad. I real mad at a trend. My daughter sleeping, it's hard gunshot shot here, boy. My 7 year. That's what I saying, boy. I fail ya, boy. I fail ya. All they can go with them and kill them. All they killing them in people's house, boy. People have to live there, boy. So all they go and send me and my family, you know, boy. No, that hurted my feelings, boy. I lie down with my daughter, boy. All I don't know them things does feel, boy. But I hurted my feelings, boy. My daughter is in me, boy. All of this running in and killing people, boy. Officer, I fail, yeah, boy. So it's a crime scene now? That my all they don't lock him up now, boy. I'm a brother, boy. The man, all they don't do the man now, boy. Look at injustice, boy. For what? All they don't do it now, boy. No, boy. The man never cuss all, boy. The man never cuss all. He use the obscene language and do the man now. Yeah, but he never use. But he not up shocking nothing. But officer, Officer, the man, officer, I'm not going away. I'm not going away. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing, officer. Hold on, my brother. The man can cuss my be afraid of my speech in Trinidad. He never cuss someone's on the man. All them failure, boy. All them failure, boy. The man never cuss no one. He can cuss. We afraid of my speech in Trinidad. The man can cuss, man. Cuss, man. The man never upshock all, eh? All them failure, boy. All them failure, boy. All them failure, boy. All them failure, boy. That's like what the man, boy, and forget on, boy. The man can cuss. We have freedom of speech. Officer, do it, boy. I hurt my feelings, boy. I don't know people that we have to live in now, like failure, boy. So what are you looking at my brother for? I failure, boy. All of that's killing people, boy. I feel it, boy. Mommy, they kill him in the house, boy. What? Mommy? Where Marshall? Where? I call Marshall, but I feel it, boy. Where's Mr. Nelson, boy? I call her, boy. Like that stupid people, boy.
Okay. Obviously, a lot of emotions to unravel there. So from what we understand in the video and what we understand here from the account of the residents is that one of these guys ran into somebody's house and the police ran in behind them and shot them in the people's house. What the guy is saying is that he lying down there with the daughter. Now, it's a traumatizing thing. I would imagine that everybody in the house would have been traumatized. Because you ain't expecting that to happen on any particular day. Worse yet when you have children involved or children in the house. So he is upset about that. Now, when something like that, well, I would imagine the house is a crime scene now. The house had to be a crime scene because I think that's one of the last things he said. So what, a crime scene now, what are you supposed to do? Now you're talking about reimbursement or whatever the case might be. I don't know if it's like damages to the house. I don't know what he's talking about. But let me just stick to the fundamental here or the obvious here. The obvious is, by all accounts, the police were on an exercise in the area, and one of the men a man that is known to them, they apparently were chasing. The man ran into somebody's house. The police ran into the house behind the man and shot the man in the house. Now, to my brother with the camera there, who living in the house and he lie down there with, you say lie down there with the daughter, you had to look at it the other way as well. What if the guy who ran into the house that the police was chasing had grabbed your daughter and put a gun to your daughter's head? There are many things that could have happened, and it could have happened a different way. I'm not saying that you're wrong for expressing yourself. I expect that you're going to be traumatized as well as the children in your house, but there is another way to look at it, and thank God it didn't happen that way. Now, on the police running into somebody's house and shooting somebody in the house, I don't know what people's thoughts are on that, but 2355325. I'm going to get some calls on that. Hello, good morning. Morning.
Morning, Stephan.
Yeah, man, go ahead. If you have any further information on this, let us know.
These guys stirring up emotions on social media. Imagine the guy who taking the picture saying that it's okay for the guy to cuss. They don't know what it is going in, but it's Trinidad. Because it's Trinidad, you could get on like that. The police haven't done themselves favors in the past with how they handle certain situations.
Right.
But we have to let them do their work.
Right. And we could query that. There is a legal way to query everything. Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, man. Just on the guy using the obscene language now, we had to edit it out, but he didn't cuss the police. He was emotional and he raised his tone in frustration and he used an obscene word. But given the situation, with everything that just occurred, because he lives in the house and the police running and shooting people, I mean, the officers could have been a little, understanding that, all right, he not, yeah, I don't think they would have arrested him. Maybe they just put him to sit down in the vehicle and they might have released him after. I don't know. Because we don't know when the video ends, what happened. I think it was more like that. I don't think they would have locked him up for that. Oh, I didn't hear any woman say that. But okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. To cool him down, yeah. I think that would have been more what they were about, yeah. Yeah. But I think, the guy with the video, he already emotionally charged as well and he traumatized. So everything, people not processing things properly. Hello, good morning. Hello. All right. Next, 235-5325. We're trying to take about 3 more. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, morning. What are your thoughts?
Morning. When is gunman that will say nothing?
Okay. All right. 235-5325. That was very short and to the point. When it's gunman, they don't say nothing. All right. 235-5325. Well, I wouldn't put that on this family. I don't know. I don't know how they deal with the characters in the area. Hello, good morning. Got to understand where you're coming from. Yeah, man.
Now, the tape that you show, the footage that you show.
Yeah.
That is emotional, but he wasn't obstructed the police in any way because the 2 individuals are already killed.
Yeah.
According to what your footage said,
yeah,
they kicked down the door and one of the guys pointed a gun at them. So the life was in danger, so they shot him.
According to
the other guy ran away from the scene.
Right.
He had a gun in his hand, where they found him in the neighbor's house.
Yeah.
He had a gun on him. Why was he shot?
Right.
And these are the unanswered questions I would like to have.
Now the police, that's the police account. The police saying that the guy had a gun on him and pointed the gun at them. The residents saying, or I would imagine the people in the house saying that the guy did not have a gun. That's where the conflict is. That's where the conflict
is. Right, and that's my concern. The police have a force of use of some kind of
use of force
thing that it. So they always say a gun was pointed or shots was fired and they fired back.
Right.
So that's there, like it's something that is printed or is within their training to say that.
Okay.
Right? I have no evidence that the gun was pointed at them or there was no gun. But my issue is the guy jumped through a window and ran. They run him down. Did they find a gun on him where they shot him?
Right.
Why was he shot?
Yeah.
They were no imminent danger. They were no longer in danger because if the guy had a gun, he was running away from them.
Right.
And I can't see a guy running in that location that he ran and hold on to a gun to run in a house and hide with the gun on him. And that is my issue. Have a pleasant one.
Cool, man. All right, with that, we're at 7 o'clock, all right? We're at 7 o'clock. So I can't take any more calls. You've got to take the break and get to behind the badge. Now, while acting ESP Pitt will talk about technology, we'll also get some thoughts on this Coconut Drive situation and some clarity from him. So stay tuned for that. As well as there was a citizen that put out a question about police escorts, which I sent to acting ESP. So we're going to get a little information on that as well. But we will come back and take some phone calls and everything inside the second hour. So stay tuned. In the meantime, I want to remind you guys, Open Minds Education, no uniform, no textbooks, no transportation course. You're going to save money. Don't sit in traffic every day. You could study from the comfort of your own space from preschool to Form 5. CSEC and adult part-time classes are available. And they got the conversational Spanish and US-based soft skills certification. You can call them on 377-6635 or 388-6635. You can also register online at www.openminds.education. It's 100% online. And as I go to the break, I want to remind the business people, we're in the Christmas season. Do not forget, I am coming to your business to promote your business. All you have to do is call 310-2666, find out how we could make that possible. All right, so outside of the traditional or the conventional ads that you could run on Synergy TV, we have that facility as well for the Christmas season, where I will come and promote your business on site. All right, and then we package that into a nice infomercial that we run during the course of the day and on social media to promote your business. So get your business, your product, and all of your specials for the Christmas season out there now. Do not wait. 310-2666. Stay tuned. We'll be back after this.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. However, at Better Life Ostomy Care Store and Clinic, they understand and offer a full range of products that will allow you to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. Better Life Ostomy Store and Clinic is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. Give them a call at 308-6709 or 472-5878, or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Store and Clinic, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
Now open opposite Citygate, Port of Spain, the Bossa Soup. All your favorite soups: cow heel, fish broth, pigtail, oxtail, beef lentil, corn, chicken corn, veggie lentil. Get whatever you want, however you want it. And introducing this $6 breakfast: bread and chana, chow mein, chicken liver, bhaji, pumpkin, and all added sauces with tea or coffee. Nothing hits the spot like a hearty, nutritious meal from the boss. So if you don't want soup, they can create a meal. The Bossa Soup, with 6 locations across the country: Chadwick Road, Port of Spain; West Bees, Diego Martin, opposite Medford Gas Station, Endeavour, Chaguanas; Corner Prince and El Carmen Street, Arima; Toure Road, San Grande; and the newest outlet opposite Citygate, Port of Spain. If it's not the boss, it's not the best.
An eye for an eye will only make the whole world blind.
Attention men, erectile dysfunction affects nearly 50% of men over age 50. If pills don't work for you or give you side effects,
our shockwave therapy treatment is successful in
90% of cases.
Honey, Dr. Love Health Store can help with your erectile dysfunction. 6 sessions, only $2,000. TT, guarantee. Do it.
Shockwave therapy is one of the most effective and widely accepted clinical practices for the treatment of chronic soft tissue injuries, to treat different conditions involving tendons, plantar fasciitis, knee pain, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, back pain, shin splints, and many more are successfully treated with Shockwave.
Also do body massages. Contact Dr. Love Health Store, PTSD Transit Mall, Quezes San Juan, San Fernando, Trinidad and Tobago. Call 366-4058 or 478-9222. Check us on WhatsApp, Facebook, and our website, drloversea.com.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Open Minds Education, offering 100% online tuition from preschool to Form 5 and part-time classes for CSEC repeaters and adults. Finally, no more morning rush and daily traffic. No more back-breaking book bags that you can't even lift. No more hunting down expensive textbooks that never get used. No uniforms, school bags, or school shoes. No worries about transport costs or safety. Give yourself a break today and have your children learn from the comfort of your own space. Keep your children safe from contagious diseases and bullying. Shall we socialize through gaming, movies, yoga, and mindfulness? Develop entrepreneurial skills and more. Call us today, 377-6635 or 388-6635, and check us out on Facebook and our website, www.openminds.education. Open Minds, the future of education.
Next Bakes, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week at South Haven, baby. Next Bakes, we have the bakes for you, so come try our menu.
Yeah, we got chicken and chips, ice cap, crushers, waffles on a stick. We got shark and salmon, shrimp, lobster, and the kingfish. Just come take a taste of the sweet life. Come send your taste buds to paradise. Okay. It only takes one bite, yeah.
Next Bakes, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week at South Haven, baby. Next Bakes, we have the bakes for you. So come try
this is Ravi Bree alongside Jalana,
representing for Next Bakes.
Okay.
With the brand new Passage One card, earning points is as easy as shopping at any Passage Food King supermarket, Bright Ideas and Crave. And let me show you how easy it is to redeem points. You can redeem your points when you shop for new curtains, household items, decor, flowers, and seasonal items at Bright Ideas. You can enjoy discounts at our loyalty partners. Miao Family Medicine Pharmacy with 10% off every $100 spent. Ocumed Health, Safety and Wellness for discounts up to 10% on your doctor's visit. 11th Avenue Doctor's Office for 10% off your first visit. Dr. Rampol's Family Practice for 10% off your visit. Plus Guardian Life of the Caribbean for 5% off for new customers.
Murphy Roofing System for everything you may need to keep a roof over your head. They specialize in new installations. They also do all roof repairs, roof cleaning, roof painting, and resheeting steel fabrication, framing, guttering and undersealing, renovations, construction, and more. Murphy Roofing System also supply all roofing and building material, and for all jobs on flat surfaces only, free transportation and scaffolding. So contact them today for a site visit and a free estimate. Just call 642-5714 or 356 Roof or WhatsApp 298-ROOF. Find them on Facebook and Instagram at Murphy Roofing System or online at murphyroofingsystem.com. Remember, Murphy Roofing System, where you always get quality work for your money.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Lisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Lisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Lisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Lisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
Come back. All right, so we are back and we are 11 minutes past your 7 o'clock. We have acting ASP Pitt with us this morning. Now, this morning, we're going to touch on the Coconut Drive situation as far as it relates to the police use of force policy, because we have mentioned that on the program, I think on a couple occasions already, but it's popped up again here in this particular scenario. And it would be important that people be reminded and understand what that use of force policy says. Outside of that, we want to deal with technology. I have heard the Acting Commissioner of Police mention technology in the TTPS. But as Acting ASP Pitt would know, we have the highest murder rate ever in the history of the country. So I don't know if this is technology that is now going to be implemented or already was existing already or new technology that they're going to implement in the fight against crime, but we're going to find out from him this morning. Good morning, Acting ASP Pitt. What's up?
Pleasant morning, Stephan. Pleasant morning, Trinidad and Tobago. How are you?
We are fine. You're looking sharp this morning, and I found out something about your job. I found out something this morning. You know what I found out? You know what I found out?
No.
I found out that all police-involved killings are investigated by a first division officer that is at the rank of ASP, Assistant Superintendent of Police or above. That's you. So wait, you're that high up that you're investigating your own? Don't make sure.
You have the job.
All right, nice man. So we want to deal with technology, right? you know how to hit yourself. You know how to hit yourself peacock this morning. Now we know that people are definitely still concerned about the crime situation in Trinidad and Tobago. TTPS still urging people to see something, say something. People still have their reservations about that. They have their concerns about the anonymity of that situation. But we want to touch on technology this morning and give the population a little insight into technology that the police have. I'm very curious to find out what aspects of technology you're going to talk about, because I know the TTPS holds a lot of things close to their chest because they don't want the criminal element to know what tools they have in the fight against crime. So I'll give you the floor. Where you want to start?
Well, thank you very much. And as you just alluded to, I wouldn't be able to touch on everything.
Right.
Because there are certain aspects of technology that, for obvious reasons, would remain confidential.
Right.
But we could go swiftly into the most common of all the technologies, which is fingerprint impression.
Okay.
And we continue to gain advancements regarding that. We know it's an age-old crime fighting approach.
Yeah.
But there have been advancements from a technological perspective regarding how fingerprints are captured, how it is analyzed.
Okay.
For that, we have a AFIS system, which is a automatic fingerprint impression system, and this system more or less it expedites regarding fingerprint analysis.
Okay.
So it has aided us tremendously regarding our investigative approach, ranging from what we will call minor crimes to very serious crimes, such as murder. So it has and continues to aid us tremendously, regarding our crime fighting efforts.
Okay, but let me ask you this. For that to be effective and to work, do you not have to, shouldn't you have a database of fingerprints?
We do.
Oh, you have a database?
Definitely. Of course. Of course.
That's interesting, because I'm trying to figure out, but this wouldn't be the thing, this wouldn't be a database of with everybody in Trinidad and Tobago.
Well, it wouldn't be everybody in Trinidad and Tobago.
But it would be people who have broken the law.
A large portion of the population.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right. Because I know you must have a database for you to make a match. That person has to be, and I mean, I know when people go for certificate of character, they usually give their fingerprints as well. You have to give a fingerprint when you go for a certificate. All they're doing, just real quick here, certificates of character is in motion. All the people getting that? Because I know people have some.
Yeah, it is my information. It's back up.
All right.
So persons could benefit from that service.
All right, so that's fingerprinting. What else do we have in terms of technology in the fight against crime?
Ballistic.
All right.
So we have commonly heard about the aspect of if a round of ammunition is fired from a weapon, then that particular round or the shell casing, once recovered, it could be traced to that specific weapon. So you can identify precisely which weapon that projectile was discharged from.
Right.
So again, this particular technology assisted us tremendously regarding investigations into serious offenses, more so murder, shootings, woundings, It is an international approach to treat it with gun-related offenses.
Okay.
And we have technology, we have been using it, and we continue to use it. There have been, similar to the fingerprint impression, high level of advancements regarding that. So it's more or less to manage, because you would appreciate the fact that we have both, we have legal firearms, and we also have an illegal firearm issue.
Okay.
So more or less, particular form of technology in order to manage, in order to make our necessary differentiation and to aid in our analysis regarding projectiles.
All right, so that's ballistic testing. But once again, like, what is the requirement for that testing, like to match a bullet with a gun? It has to be a registered gun. Is it, if it's an illegal firearm, how does the ballistic testing work then?
Very good question. So, if, for example, last week, a weapon was used in the commission of an offense, and the ammunition or the projectile, the shell casing, as we would call it, is recovered. And this week, you are able to recover the firearm from John Brown, or based on information or what have you, you are able to recover this firearm.
Yeah.
Then you, based on the system, you will be able to identify whether the shell casing that was recovered last week at the scene of a crime is consistent with the firearm that was recovered this week.
Okay.
So it would aid us, because let's say the incident happened at Toku, and the firearm was recovered at Shogunas. Then it would give you a direction regarding your investigative prospects. So that is more or less how it would impact from the perspective of firearms that might be illegal. In terms of firearms that are legal, all legal firearms, government issued firearms and personal issued firearms are within the system.
Right.
So it's with a level of ease that we can make the comparison and draw the particular analysis.
Okay. All right. So that's fingerprinting and ballistic. What else do we have?
Well, the most up to date, the most relevant, the most common, cyber. So we are fully aware as to what takes place.
Because in the era of cybercrime, cybercrime is up, if I would imagine, and I know you all have a cybercrime unit. So in terms of cybercrime and tracking these people and finding, people who may commit these crimes, these cyber crimes. Yeah, I'm very interested to find this out.
Yes. So again, we have been tremendously successful regarding that. We have a particular software that has been aiding us. And our officers are very much trained and equipped to manage that situation. We have been able to solve a lot of crimes regarding the use of our cyber technology, because you would appreciate the fact that on numerous occasions, we have the issue of persons even posting certain things before something happened, and after something happens, we've had incidents where persons actually have things captured while it is actually ongoing.
Right.
So it is with that that we are able now with our cybercrime unit to use this information and project it towards the investigation in a bid to have whatever issues solved. So again, we have been successful with that. We continue to use it. It's not something that has been cast aside. And like with the other two forms of technology that I mentioned earlier, there have been advancements, there have been software upgrades in order to better equip our officers with that particular type of technology.
Now, while we're on the topic of technology, I must ask about this. I remember a particular individual who was the son of a particular person. They found the police was able to trace his cell phone to a particular area some years ago and recover what was stolen. Now, in terms of the tracking of a cell phone and the technology associated with that, where is the TTPS at with that? Because I know if you could have done it some years ago to that extent to get that type of result, and you see, this is the thing, a lot of people question that. When people get robbed, they say, but they have a cell phone, but how come I can't track the cell phone? And they would always refer to that particular scenario with that particular individual. So let me just let me just find out about the cell phone issue now, and if you know how you guys track these cell phones, or what technology is in place to track a cell phone in order to catch a criminal, you know, in terms of somebody being robbed, killed, or whatever the case might be.
Well, we have the technology to treat with issues regarding cell phone, and smartphones today, if not all, within them they also have this software where even private citizen can also track its location.
Right.
So in a large sense, it's not something that is limited to law enforcement. Our capabilities obviously might be more enhanced based on our levels of training and the fact that we have particular experts on board. But you would agree with me that it is a particular type of information that I would not go too deeply into.
Okay.
But rest assured, the technology regarding cell phones, we are very much capable.
All right. Anything else you want? Anything else you have to deal with in terms of technology?
CCTV.
CCTV.
So we know
the CCTV cameras are not working, or the ones that work in Acton ASP?
Obviously, the ones that are working, Stephan.
All right, because the ones that are not working is not the fault of the TTPS, but nevertheless, go ahead.
Yes, and on that note, we have been aided tremendously by private citizens.
Yeah.
Taking the initiative in order to place cameras around their homes, around their business places, and other areas of significance to them, interest to them, what have you. And based on our capabilities, we are now able to utilize whatever information is gotten from that source and use it and utilize it towards investigations.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily that the source or the camera has to be a government instituted camera. The camera be private, and we continue to urge members of the public in order to utilize this form of technology. We have the capabilities in order to retrieve the data and utilize information towards solving crimes and towards getting a motive or understanding the nature of certain incidents.
Okay.
So it's not limited, Stephan, in this regard. So, but CCTV it is a tremendous source. It continues to be widespread, and we encourage persons, please, once it's within your capacity, utilize the use of that particular type of technology.
I remember
we have more or less a public partnership.
Okay, I remember during the pandemic time when I was talking about this masking situation, and that, you know, bandits now they're walking into business places with a mask on, and it's just a regular thing. It's a norm. And it puts people on, you know, it takes your, people are not aware in terms, so some people would get sprung on and they're not expecting it because everybody walking around with a mask on. And I remember asking you, you know, that, and I remember saying that, you know, well, that could make it, I mean, that going to make it difficult for police to do their job and identify the criminals now, because everybody wearing a mask. So how are you going to identify who is the bandit? And you told me that don't worry, Stephan, the police have technology to deal with that. Even if you have a mask on, we will find you. So you have, would that be facial recognition technology?
Well, again, I am only authorized to go so far.
Okay, all right. All right.
We are capable of doing certain things regarding CCTV that would enhance any type of investigation that we undertake.
Okay. Anything else?
GPS.
GPS,
so
right. I know it had a GPS, yeah.
And again, this is it's public-private, and I'm saying public-private. I will use from an internal perspective. We utilize GPS in order to manage our fleet, in order to determine where patrols are at a particular point in time, and understanding which might be the most appropriate to respond to an incident based on proximity and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So it has proven successful regarding the management of our fleet and the ability to deploy resources based on needs analysis or based on the demands that the area might require at the point in time.
Okay.
But that is from an perspective. We also encourage persons to place GPS systems within their own vehicles, in their private vehicles, in their vehicles that they would utilize for their companies, because of the fact that we are also capable of using that information towards investigations. So we have seen on numerous occasions where persons, they may have been victim as a result of a larceny motor vehicle, or persons rob them of their vehicles, and within
No, that's me. I just raised my hand to identify you. I'm very familiar with that. And as a matter of fact, that's the first thing that the police asked me when I went to the station. They said, if you vehicle have a GPS, I said no.
Yes. So we encourage persons, please. And again, even in installing your GPS or looking to undertake that particular type of technology, you would want to go to persons who are reputable.
Yeah.
There are persons who are not reputable, and they would in fact do things where they can identify where your vehicle is, and they can have persons operate a particular way.
Yeah.
So you want to ensure that whoever you are treating with regarding GPS installation, that there are persons you can trust, they are reputable, and it's not something that can be used against you.
Right.
So last but not least, it's something that continues to grow, which is our drone technology. We have seen on numerous occasions where the officers would come, and in order to scan a particular area, we send up our drone. The drone also have cameras with a particular type of capacity that would do things beyond what the average camera is capable of doing. It is utilized in situations where we may have a manhunt, we might be fresh on the trail, or we might want to do some mapping of a particular area. So we utilize the drone technology.
Okay. So you all have the drone technology as well. So you know now that in future, that any crime, certain crimes are committed, I'm going to bring this up, right?
Yes.
You know, come on, I say, but you go pit all and catch a person yet, but I thought all you have technology to do this, or I thought all you have technology to do that. You know, I'm going to bring it up, right? All right.
Yeah. Well, I would say...
once you recognize the fact that you're walking to the spider's web, expect to be stuck at some point in time in the future.
If I may guide your thoughts, Stephan.
Yes, sir.
They are all based on the circumstances. Each scenario has a merit of its own, and the investigation and the type of technology that might be applied is based on it's presenting itself in the particular incident. So not all of situations we might be able to use the cybercrime. Not all situations we may be able to use a drone. Not all situations we may have the capacity to have fingerprints or ballistics. So again, it's heavily dependent. We look at CSI, and when you look at these shows, everything is there. It falls in place.
Yes.
So people of doing a lot of things because the evidence is there and it is readily available.
All right.
Unfortunately, in reality, it doesn't necessarily work that way. We ought to seek and we ought to find and it's not every situation that you are able to have all this amount of technology.
You know why I'm smiling, right? You know I'm smiling? Director, you know I'm smiling, right? Show that whole passage. Because in our line of work in media, that's what we call a disclaimer. All right, so... I just let you know. No, but it's good to know that there is technology to deal with certain crimes on a particular level. Any advantage that could be gained, of course, is welcome. And once the police implements it and they do what they have to do and people could get some sort of justice from any crime that is committed to them, I think is satisfactory. I really look forward to a better 2023 in light of the murder rate and where it's at. And, I really hope that the police, I mean, you guys could bring down this murder rate somehow or the other, but I know you're going to need the assistance of the public. On that note, the use of force policy, now that we've dealt with the technology aspect of things, in the paper this morning, there was a conflicting report from residents in the area in Coconut Drive as opposed to the police account of the situation concerning the shooting of these two individuals. Now, what is, you saw the video where the guy who was talking about he was lying down with his daughter and the police ran in the house and shot one of the suspects in the house. And he said, you know, but I would imagine this is going to be a traumatizing situation for anybody. Now, the acting commissioner of police said he did not know too much about the situation. He was just getting information on it when the police was, not when the police, when the media contacted him. But he did mention that the police have a use of force policy, which they rely on when they feel their lives are in danger or the lives of others are in danger. Now, I just want you to inform the public again on that use of force policy as it relates to the police.
Yes, well, our use of force policy starts off with just an officer's presence in itself is a level of force. And it goes to verbal commands. It advances towards the use of other forms of equipment, might be a baton, might be a taser, and you go straight up to deadly force. Now, what is significant about the use of force, or what an individual ought to be mindful of, is the fact that situations may not dictate that you use the continuum. And I will give an example. If the officers are responding to a situation and they are greeted with gunfire, then you may not be in a position to use pepper spray or to use a bat or to use those type of equipment because your life is in immediate danger. You, at that point in time, you are justified in order to use deadly force.
Okay.
So it's a matter of what the situation or the environment presents at the point in time. The officers would utilize the necessary force, the appropriate force under the circumstances in order to treat with the threat. So it is a continuum, but not every situation would present itself where that continuum would be used.
Yeah,
sorry.
No, very quickly before we run out of time. The police say that one of the guys, the guy that the shot pointed a gun at them, the resident saying that the guy didn't have a gun. No. Let's just say he didn't have a gun, but he is a suspect and he is known to the police for being associated with a gang or whatever the case might be. But let's just say he didn't have a gun. How are the police supposed to treat with that there? Because I would imagine you can't shoot an unarmed man.
Well, I would not respond based on using the scenario or using the incident.
Right. Yeah, we're just talking in general.
But I respond regarding our use of force technology, and it's a matter of applying the force that is necessary under the circumstances. So if someone is being disruptive or disturbing the peace or presenting some physical disturbance, and there are weapon that exists, then the officers in treating with a situation like that will use as minimal force as possible, considering that the levels of force that they are being faced with doesn't increase. So it is dependent again on the situation, but we don't expect that our officers generally using or being guided by the use of force will engage an armed person with deadly force. That is contrary to the use of force approach.
Policy. Okay, so I just wanted to find out that an unarmed person using deadly force is against the use of force policy in terms of an unarmed person. All right, I just want to clear that up. All right, well, thanks a lot for your time. We're out of time. We had to get you back in studio, so I could take the break and come back and take calls and things, because when we run out of time, we run out of time. But
yes,
we hope to get you back in studio soon. I know that the TTPS Communication Department, they have a campaign that they're doing about gender-based violence, so I don't know what's going to happen next week, if they're going to have somebody come on board with that. But the next time we see you, hopefully you'll be in studio so that we can engage the public and get interactive with them again with all things policing. But thanks a lot for all the information on technology, and thanks a lot for the reminder of the use of force policy. All right?
Yeah. In closing, I want to say that what I have spoken about regarding technology It's not all the technology that we have, all right? But again, there's only so much that we are willing to disclose at this particular
point in time. All right, no problem, man. That's what you call a disclaimer again, people. All right, so, hey, until next week, have a good one, acting ASP Pit.
Yes, Stephan, be safe and be safe, Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, man, you too. All right, people, so we got to take a break. When we come back from the break, we're going to open the phone line, take some calls. Stay tuned, back after this.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Lisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Lisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Lisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Lisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
Tactical Enterprises Limited, located at Ramguli Trace, North Montplaisir Road, Canupia. They wholesale and retail cellular phones and cellular accessories, smart home automation products, portable Bluetooth speakers, office chairs, and ideal gifts for the young generation. Open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Find them on Facebook and Instagram at Tactical Enterprises or call 716-2900, 469-9900 or 325-0000. Tactical Enterprises Limited, Ramguli Trace, North Montplaisir Road, Canupia, where style meets technology.
We're back, and we came straight to Royal Castle to pick up some delicious food. We got a queen bucket, a king bucket, some royal wings, a family meal, a few combos, some extra sides, a rotisserie chicken, and a snack box. Oh, and that delicious honey mustard sauce, it's really lashing. Rudolph, do you think we should get some for Mrs. Claus and the elves too? Happy holidays from Royal Castle.
There are people in the world so hungry that God cannot appear to them except in the form of bread.
Join Dr. Love Work at Home Pharmacies.
The Fountain of Life mascot is giving out $15 and $30 discount coupons nationwide. Dissolve cataracts without surgery and pain.
My name is Esther Vinci. High definition eyedrop has removed my cataracts without surgery or pain. Thank you, Dr. Love.
Prevention is better than cure. Family history of cancer or not, alkaline your body for less than $2 a day with our Silver King Vitamin B17. We have treatments for the following ailments: acid reflux, clogged arteries, diabetes and hypertension, pinched nerve, dementia and memory loss, hemorrhoids, kidney and bladder stone remover, testosterone booster. Deliveries nationwide. Contact Dr. Love Health Store, PTSD Transit Mall, Quezon San Juan, San Fernando, Trinidad and Tobago. Call 366-4058 or 478-9222. Check us on WhatsApp, Facebook, and our website, drloversea.com.
This is 1020 with yours truly, Junior K. It's really simple. We visit different businesses and give them 20 seconds to express 10 different reasons to you, the viewer, why you should purchase their items. Today we feature 5-Star Kids Boutique. I'm Lower High Street, San Fernando, Lakshmi Jewelers. Today we're at Hearty Food Supermarket, East Side up in Arima. Representing, of course, we have Jarrell. Jarrell, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
And the clock is ticking. Vegan.
Unbeatable days. Grocery delivery. Hearty Foods app.
Miss Lakshmi, are you ready?
Indeed.
Well, begin.
Are you experiencing problems with family, job, marriage, etc.? Visit Master Jai Balaya at his astrology center. Master Jai Balaya is a world-famous astro-palmist. He is an expert in bringing back your loved ones, removal of bad luck, negative energy, evil spirits,
etc. Guaranteed results in days, no matter what your problems are. Call 481-9995 for appointments.
Now open opposite Citygate, Port of Spain, the Bossa Soup. All your favorite soups: cow heel, fish broth, pigtail, oxtail, beef, beef lentil, corn, chicken corn, veggie lentil. Get whatever you want, however you want it. And introducing this $6 breakfast: bread and chana, chow mein, chicken liver, bhaji, pumpkin, and all added sauces with tea or coffee. Nothing hits the spot like a hearty, nutritious meal from the boss. So if you don't want soup, they can create a meal. The Bossa Soup, with 6 locations across the country: Chadwick Road, Port of Spain; West Bees, Diego Martin, opposite Medford Gas Station, Endeavour, Chaguanas; Corner Prince and El Carmen Street, Arima; Toure Road, San Grande; and the newest outlet opposite Citygate, Port of Spain. If it's not the boss, it's not the best.
All right, people, so we're back. Just before we touch base with you on the phone line, I want to remind you guys, Chef Shiraz, the Creative International Cuisine Cooking Course, Cycle 3 is definitely on. So if you're a budding chef, foodie, or culinary and entrepreneur, then this is the course for you. You will experience hands-on French, Italian, authentic Indian, and pastries that would further inspire your culinary creativity. It's taught by some of the most experienced chefs in Trinidad with international backgrounds. Now, it's a 6-week course from January 12th to February 16th. That's one of the dates you could sign up for, 1 to 4 p.m. And then they have the other one on January 14th, from January 14th to February 18th, 1 to 4 p.m. So you could sign up for either of those 6-week courses, those periods, and all materials are provided. It is $3,500 for the 6-week course, and a certificate of completion will be given after the course. Now, you can call Chef Shiraz on 3724639 or 7375097. And the location is Ramsing Plaza in Chaguanas. Limited space available, and there is a payment plan available as well. So when you call that number 3724639 or 7375097, Chef Shiraz will give you more information about the payment plan. But inclusive of all of this, job placement is definitely something that Chef Shiraz will assist you with as well. And Kyodophilus, enzyme and probiotics, IBS, burning stomach, acid reflux, bloating, and ulcers. Of course, you can get effective relief with Kyodophilus, enzyme and probiotics. A lesser known fact is that more than 70% of your immune system is located in your gut, and you can improve your overall health by addressing it at the source with Kyodophilus, enzyme and probiotics. A healthy gut, of course, is a major step toward better living. So look for the leading pharmacies and health stores near you. And for more information on to get yourself Kyodophilus, enzyme and probiotics, just call or WhatsApp 728-0338. That is 728-0338. With that, we're going to take some phone calls. We just got off the phone and came out of the segment behind the badge with acting ASP Pitt. He was talking a little bit about technology. He was reminding people about the use of force policy. But we want to open the phone line, take some calls, because it don't make no sense to throw our next topic at you all, because we simply wouldn't have enough time to deal with it. So it's better we get interactive during this particular point in time. Hello, good morning. Oh, sorry. I see the light on. I see the light on. Yeah? You tell me when. Yeah? And of course, we do have this situation in Coconut Drive that you can still comment on, because, like I said, conflicting reports. And that, you see, the time was limited, and what I have to, when I was talking to, when we virtual, time is really limited, eh? Hello, good morning.
Yes, Stephan, morning.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Here, why I just can't understand.
Go ahead, where can I understand?
Police going on a raid, right? You say it was an exercise that was conducted in Moba.
Yes, that's what the report said.
12 fully armed police officers on a raid.
Right.
You don't have an ambulance on standby in case anything happens. What are the scare take on? You see when the police shoot the fellas, take them up like dogs, throw them in the back of the van, and move out with them. Disturb a crime scene so you don't know exactly what happened. You're supposed to have an ambulance there. And shots fired, you're calling. Shots fired, man down.
Right.
The EMS come and they check. If they're dead, you leave them right there. That's an active crime scene. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
But this thing where they're pelting them in the back of the van and just going with them.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what's really going on.
Yeah, just for clarity, if the director could pull up the footage here, because I just want people to see what you're talking about now, because it is in the video footage where they pick up one of the seats and they throw them in the back of the van. I've always wondered about that, because the TTP is supposed to be linked to the ambulance service. And
exactly.
Right. So when something like that happen, I don't know about the ambulance being on the scene, but you're supposed to have communication that the ambulance could be on the scene in the event that a deadly situation.
That something like that happens. I mean, you are 12 armed men going to look for guns.
Yeah, because it could be one of the officers as well. It could be an officer.
Exactly.
In the ambulance, you know. I understand what you're saying, man. Yeah. This is it here, where they put them in the back.
You see?
Yeah.
I mean, that can't be right.
Yeah. I understand.
That's like we live in some one of these countries where there's just trouble people on the side of the road.
All right. I understand what you're saying, man. Good point. Thanks.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, that's something for the TTPS to work on. I understand what you're saying there. Well, I don't think it's practical for an ambulance to be on a exercise, but it is practical that the TTPS is connected or in communication with that aspect. Where we're talking about an ambulance service, because you never know what could happen in a shootout. Your own officer could get shot. You wouldn't want to throw your officer in the back of a van and carry them to the hospital. And I saw a video that was put out by Philip Edward Alexander just recently. I think it was yesterday. We didn't have time to run it today. But I did not even know that the police don't have medical insurance. Maybe I got Gary Griffith on a little later this week, because there was a situation with Wayne Meister making a statement there that he pointed out recently. I'll call him and see if we could have him on either tomorrow or Friday morning. 2355325. Hello, good morning.
Stephan.
Yeah, man.
No, what I just can't understand with people in this country, right?
What's that?
We quickly heading to 600 murders in this country, which the police service is not responsible for. Look, recently we had a little youth man, 4 years or 7 years, with a shoot in some basketball court. You know, we have seen no outrage coming from the community about the brutal murder and the killings that are taking place within these communities, that these same people looking for justice from when the police enter the community and do what they had to do.
Right.
And now we go come up with all kind of excuse to defend the police service doing their job. And you know, we blaming police service for the crime situation, that they're not doing their job and how they're doing it, and you know, the kind of thing. What's really going on with this country, boy? People really for real? Something had to be wrong with me. We want the cake and we eating it too. You know, that is really ridiculous, boy. Where we going in this country? And let me tell you something. Again and again, I'm saying it. If people feel anything gonna get better in this country, it's gonna get worse. Think about it. Have a good morning.
Yeah, man.
Stephan, enjoy yourself.
I mean, with the count now in the paper this morning, 2 shot into the Pune attack, 19-year-old woman and a man on Monday afternoon. Security guard dies days after being shot in Canupia. What we at right now? We're almost at about 560. Hello, good morning.
Hi, morning, Stephan.
Hi, morning.
Stephan, this whole crime situation is a number of things that contributing towards it. It's looking at education, the economy, a lot of things that putting us in this position, you know. And it's like putting the carriage before the horse right now. You're blaming the police service, but the problem doesn't start there.
Right.
And if you don't get to the root of the problem, it is a number of things coming together to put us in this position. We'll just keep going on and on and on and on and on without having a proper result. Yeah, okay.
All right, my
yeah,
friend. Take it easy, man. All right, 2355225. We'll take one more very quickly and then we get to the birthdays. I see, anyhow, let me mention that. Let me take this call first. Hello, good morning.
Yes, Stephan, morning.
Yeah, man.
Back 1 point this morning. We have 560-something murders. Who commit them? The police? When the police try to solve crime, people coming down on them. They even have a unit in the police service to investigate PSC, to investigate the police like if it's them who killing them people. I don't know. As soon as the police do something, PSC on the case.
Okay.
Like if them is the criminals. You understand? Which is really going wrong in this country.
Okay.
It's not the police committing offenses, and as soon as they do the work, people outcry, big outcry. And you Stephan, you enjoy your day, man.
Yeah, my brother. You see, that's the thing, eh? Criminals operate outside the law. The police have to operate within the law. That's where the disadvantage is, and that's where all the bacchanal takes place there. All the criticism, everything takes place right there. Okay, we got some birthdays to get to. Just before I get to the birthdays, Director, we talked about Portugal yesterday. I know, but I'm asking you, I just want to talk something on the football before I wrap up. What you thought about Portugal yesterday? Well, I don't know. Brazilian fans were saying, you know, Brazil had the best performance, but that is not the same team. Always scrape a 1-0 win with. That Portugal dismantled and hit them 6. I was disputing this with a Brazilian fan yesterday. You're quiet in the back way. I get how you see out thing. Let me hear anything with that. All right. Yeah. Yeah, but I really hear you boasting. It's not one of those braggadocious Brazilian supporters, you know? But I will say this. Like I said yesterday, for those who follow the World Cup, right? The World Cup, the European Cup, you see those two tournaments, they don't start until the quarterfinals. So Champions League is a different thing because you have all these different champions coming from all these different leagues. And you could end up with 2-3 teams who are juggernauts in the same group. But on an international level or even European level, you will always have majority in groups, 2 weak teams or weaker. You will have 2 very strong teams and 2 kind of mediocre to weak teams for them to beat up on, and you just need to win 2 games to qualify, right? And after that, you hit the round of 16 and so on and so forth. Even in the Champions League, the round of 16 is more fire than on the international level. But World Cup and thing, those start until the quarterfinals. So like all these Brazilian fans in Trinidad and Tobago that jump out the gates and start to talk when Ole win 4-1 against Korean Republic a couple days ago. Like I keep telling all you ain't beat nobody yet. Who you beat? You beat Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon come and hit you 1-0. And then you come and you beat Republic of Korea. So you really ain't play anybody yet. The same thing could go for France. France ain't play nobody yet. Oh God, you see you come to talk about Italy. We know we wasn't in the World Cup. We know we ain't make the World Cup. No, but we're talking about, I am talking the facts. Big, all these, even, no, that was say France ain't beat nobody yet. England ain't beat nobody yet. The Netherlands ain't really beat nobody yet. You understand what I'm saying? Neither Argentina. All of them were inside of there. They now go and play some team that on their level or close to the level. So the World Cup, essentially the World Cup has just begun. You understand? But did I not tell you all about Morocco? All right. And you have a bottle, don't forget. Right? You have a bottle of my favorite drink for me, yeah? Eh? Yeah. I win a bottle of, nice, I win a bottle of vodka. You want to talk about Spain? I tell you, go send them Spain. Spain what? Nah, Spain and sell no guns. See what happened? I can tell you what happened, you know.
This is where I was get pissed off when people say them things.
What?
You cannot tell me.
Yeah, what?
Busquets has taken penalty. That one factor.
Yeah, Busquets looked like he didn't know what planet he was on before that penalty, I just want to say. Plus the man that they now bring on. I would not let him kick up. The man only come on about what? 13 minutes into the game. It's, how long he had come on? He didn't come on for long. The guy who took the second penalty.
Right. That is it. If he missed that side, why in the world
The man right after? Nah, but let me tell you something. The keeper, don't take nothing away from the keeper. I watching that keeper.
And okay, yet still, that keeper is the same keeper.
Who does keep for Sevilla? As you told me. Sevilla like closer to last than first in the La Liga. Yeah, but if you watch how he's saving, he moving, he waiting till the last minute to move, you know. Some keepers just make up their mind what direction they go in. So they go jump forward and go so. Either left or right. He dancing so, and at the last minute, when the penalty take a kick, that is when he moving, you know. Yeah, if it's a Jorginho, like he go catch, yeah, Jorginho catch him with the stutter.
Keep in mind, there's the fourth penalty shootout.
Yeah. Wow. But the last man that take the penalty from Morocco, boy, that man like he had ice in his veins, boy.
You don't know who is it?
Who's that?
But that's Hakimi, boy.
Oh, it's Hakimi. All right. Nah, but they're good. I tell all you. Where he is now? I don't know. In PSG? All right. Well, I don't follow the French league as much, so. But I tell you all, Morocco in the final. Yeah, but they say the Moroccans make up the largest outside population in Spain. Yeah, about 900,000 of them or something so. But like, you know, but like the whole of Morocco in the stadium, because I said like the World Cup hosted it, like Morocco hosted the World Cup. Yes, my.
So you just say, all right, Spain will
Yeah. England looking a little good, eh? All right, Gary Griffith, England looking a little good. Just a little good. But we gonna know how good England looking when they meet up France. So we got some birthday greetings. Let's get these birthday greetings out of the way. We gonna talk plenty football on Friday because Friday is the beginning of the quarter-final rounds. First set of games. Wishing my daughter, Felina Mohammed, a very happy 19th birthday. Today, the 7th of December. Enjoy your day and hope you see many more to come. It's coming from everyone at home. We all love you. So that is Felina Mohammed. All right, celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to you. We also have, well, we have a birthday without a picture. So let me just read it out. Happy birthday to Rhoda Mohammed of Point Fortin. Wishing you God's blessings, peace, love, and happiness coming from your loving husband, Marlon, and your two lovely daughters, Alyssa and Aliyah. And we love you very, very much. All right, so that's Rhoda Mohammed. I had to use my phone because my laptop dead. Birthday greetings going out to Juliana Budram. We would like to extend our deepest heartfelt happy 18th birthday to our sweet girl. May God continue to bless and shine His light upon you. We will always love you, Juliana. Coming on from your parents, Charlene and Richard, brother Jonathan, and your family from Chase Village. All right, Juliana Budram. We also have to say happy birthday to Natalie Sorzano. Natalie celebrates her birthday. May the good Lord continue to pour out His blessings upon you. Have a fantastic day coming on from your dad, your brothers, and your sister. Enjoy your day. That is Natalie Sorzano. All right? And we got two more here. We got to say happy belated birthday going out to Khadijah. She turned 1 year old yesterday. And her favorite line for the past few months is where mommy and daddy working. And this is this is actually Big Up Tactical Enterprises. Karen, good morning to you and your lovely wife. This, of course, Kirana Karima, and this is their daughter, Khadijah. Happy first belated birthday, Khadijah. Nice, man. Jamaica TV this morning. And finally, we got to say happy birthday going out to Harry Bagwandine, coming on from all your loved ones and friends. So that's Harry Bagwandine on a hammock, boy. No longer I see somebody rock back on a hammock. All right, I had a birthday greeting somebody sent to me via WhatsApp. The protocol is that you email it, you email the video or the picture and the greeting to stvbreakingdawn@gmail.com. All right, because what happens, you see when I do my show? You see when I do my show? I will forget you. What's up? What? Okay, we have a report coming out here. We have to confirm it. But I'm getting this report from the GM here, from news sources, that Herbert Volney has passed away. We're getting a report here that Herbert Volney just died, but we're waiting on confirmation. But that is the initial information coming out, that Herbert Volney has passed. So we'll see if we get that confirmed during the course of the day. I see Brian Big did message me just now. I wonder if you had information on that. No, he was talking football. All right, he was talking about Maratta. All right, but information is, or preliminary information, that Herbert Volney has passed away. All right? We will see if that is confirmed during the course of the morning. All right? But people, we got to wrap up for today. Please be safe and, be productive today. Be safe. Smile. Treat people with kindness. And let's just get through today without the unnecessary loss of life. All right? Oh yes, I'm in Trin City Mall today. Up in Trin City Mall, doing some stores there, some promotion for some stores. So I'm up in Trin City Mall today, this afternoon, and tomorrow I'm on Monroe Road by Central Barbecue. And don't forget, 310-2666 is the number to call to get your advertising with Synergy TV, and even to get me to come to your business to promote your business on social media and on Synergy TV. Inclusive of that, next week Friday, right outside Synergy TV, I'm inviting all of the viewers to come down. And all of the viewers is plenty, but we're inviting everybody to come down, walk with your drinks, walk with your cooler. We will supply the entertainment. We're celebrating 44 years of Parang Soca with King Crazy. So Crazy is going to be headlining the Parang right outside Synergy TV here. Come, we lime in on the pavement, walk with your drinks. I will be here, and and I'm not charging for anything. I was going to do a Parang show and charge ticket price. I said, nah, you all have made us number one. There's the number one morning talk show on mornings. So therefore that makes me the number one morning talk show host. And I just want to say thanks. I don't have Daddy with me again. It's my first Christmas without him. So I say, you know what? Let me spend it with you all, the fans of Breaking Dawn. So people, I look forward to seeing you next week Friday from 7 p.m. we out here. Until tomorrow.